Good morning, everybody. I wasn't going to come on live, and then I thought, oh no, let me tell everybody what I'm up to. Look at the state of me. So the reason I am dressed like this, I'm going to do a bit of fashion now. This is my Yo Gangster onesie from lockdown. So, but it's wearing well. I love it. I haven't worn it for a long time, but this morning was a special occasion because Lynda's Inferno Bootcamp, exclamation mark, Get Fit and Transform, started at 5 a.m. this morning. Yes, 5 a.m. And a few people rolled their eyes and said, oh no, 5 a.m. is too early. But there are people who will get up at that hour and exercise. And it was fantastic. It was fantastic. And a really beautiful introduction to high intensity exercises. Morning, Angela. Morning, morning, morning. I'm just going to show off my outfit. It's actually my exercise outfit. This is my Inferno Lynda lockdown. It's a Yo Gangster onesie. Yo Gangster as in Goldie. That's his fashion, what do you call it? His yoga wear label. Him and Kelly Isaac. Thank you very much. Do you know what? Can I just say, I'm going off on a tangent. I wore this. If you look on my profile, I don't think it's pinned anymore. So, in fact, I might repin it or just repost it. I wore this out. Yes, out as an outfit. Me, a woman of my age, strutting up the road, because, you know, I'm in Tottenham, where it's all happening. And, yes, the Queen came. Just going to bow. The Queen, as in Beyonce, came. And I thought, what am I going to wear? So I wore this. And then I just styled it up with a Yves Saint Laurent. Yes, YSL belt. I've got another story about Yves Saint Laurent that I treated myself to for my birthday last year, and then my Vivo barefoot shoes. I know, they look great. Oh yes, oh thank you. Yes, it's a wonderful photo. Took the hair out, and I tell you something. By 5 minutes up the road and the concert, it did not look like that after that picture was taken. It was a Rocky Horror Show, but you know, that is the way with our hair. You know, you take it out and you have to take a picture there and then to get the beauty of the hair, and then the damp and this, that and the other gets to it, and it's like, you know. So at the moment, she's in detention. She's still in detention. Somebody said, why don't you take your hair out? I said, she's in detention. Under control until I can control. And you know all about detention, don't you, Angela? Yes. Back at school today. I hope it's a wonderful, wonderful term. I have to say, this is now the second year where I don't have that back to school. Oh, it was university, so we don't start till later anyway. But I don't have those kind of anxiety and that pang of, oh my God, I've got to get a workshop together. But that's a lie. I do have to get to a workshop together, but it's not a pang, because today, apart from starting boot camp today, you know me, I like to do a lot of stuff. I'm also starting my Mindset Mastery program. So I'm just putting together the workshop. The reason I said workshop is because I have created a word search. I know. I don't know if you've heard of Canva, Angela, but it's marvellous. And I've created a word search which I've put onto Canva with all my letter to my selves mindset, you know the colours, the grey, yeah, all of my colours are in there, my little doodles and everything, and a word search related to the topic of the day for the programme, because each week we're going to focus on something different, and it's all about getting out of your head, alchemizing those voices, those emotions, turning them into something positive. Where is the gift in this emotion? Letting go of the emotion. Where is the gift in that part of your personality? How can you make use of it? Canva. All right, back to Canva. So Canva is I don't know what you call it. It's an app. It's a program. It's a thing. It's a design tool kind of thing. And so you can go on there. So you know some of the things that I create with you know me, my face is everywhere. I know, the face that launched 1 million posts, that's me. And so you can create all these different images, and you can change the background colour, the fonts. So I get my fonts from Canva, and I love my font because it's a little hint to the 70s and the 60s and the 70s. And also with some letters, you get a little heart above, like with the I, you get a lovely heart. And I think that's perfect because I'm self-love and empowerment. So I get my font from there. So, and it's called Tan Songria. No, I lie. I've just made up 2 words there. Tan Songbird is the big font, and then the little one is called Bulldozer. And that is what Letter to My Selves is written in. So Canva is wonderful. Oh, it'll be a marvel. Don't tell the other teachers. You're going to step into the class with the most amazing stuff. Graphics, that's what it is. It's a graphics tool and website and app. So you can use it on your phone and hop on there and create a great Instagram post or reel or Facebook or wherever. It's you can change the shapes for the different platforms, and they have templates for all the different platforms. You can choose from pre-created templates, or you can make your own template. Oh my goodness, I sound like a saleswoman for Canva now. Let me stop there. So that is Canva. So I created a word search today on Canva the other day. So for the other program, Bootcamp, I have created sleep tracker, step tracker, all these different trackers. And then the next thing I realised that I created an ebook. So I've got a Bootcamp ebook that has been created that I'm going to continue to work on. And then anybody who wants to join that mailing list can just kind of get access to that. And that is also very exciting. I've got so many things going on. So yesterday, another idea came to me, and I can't talk about it just yet, but this is related to exercise and the boot camp. And so that ebook is going to tie in very well. In fact, I'm going to create a load of resources that is going to tie in very well. So if you are interested, in fact, you will be interested. I was on the tube yesterday and I met 2 Greek women. Oh my goodness, I could eat them. They're so cute and gorgeous. They used to come to my Inferno Hot Pilates class. Morning, Yasmin. Oh, my girls are here. I tell you, my favourite girls, gorgeous. And they were on the tube, and they've left. They no longer come to the yoga studio. And I mentioned this boot camp, and they literally jumped on me. Not the boot camp. I mentioned my new idea. And I can't say another thing. All I can say is these 2 nearly jumped on me. I mentioned it to another friend, and she said, I'm in. She said, it's perfect. I love it. So possibly 3 people already in on this new thing that I can't talk about, but I want to keep it really exciting. And you, Yasmin and Angela, you can absolutely join this. It is going to be so, so good. So much fun. I can't tell you, Yasmin. I can't tell you. It's all in the excitement. It's just like, can't say any more than that. I don't know why I'm tapping my nose. Is that what you say when you're keeping a secret? I can't remember. Anyway, it's very exciting. Join me because we're going to have so much fun. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to do it on my Inferno Hot Pilates page as a live. And then there will be a recording that you can access. So that might work for you. But it's very exciting. I can't say any more. Join when? This is it, Yasmin. I can't say any more. I've got to keep it in. It's all intrigue. It's happening. I don't know when. I know what it is, but I want to add some other things to it because I want to create a load of wonderful resources like sleep trackers, weight trackers, but body measurements, what else? Steps, nutrition, all of that. I want to create all of these little resources that go with it, that can go with this thing that I am creating. And we're going to have so much fun. I can't even tell you how long it's for because that will just give it away. I've got to keep you intrigued and reeled you in. So that is one thing. Boot camp has started. That was good. 5 a.m. this morning. The thing is, right, when you've got an early start, because I was up at 4:30 and you don't want to miss the alarm, and then you have that dream where you miss the alarm, and you have those crazy dreams, but you're not really asleep, because every time you look at the watch you think, oh, it's all right, still got 2 hours to sleep. Oh, I've still got an hour to sleep. Oh, 30 minutes. And then the next thing, the alarm goes off and your heart goes. So I was up very, very early Shirley, 5 a.m. The reason the boot camp is at 5 a.m. because win the first hour, win the day. So yeah, it is. You win the day. So I'm now working on my Mindset Mastery program, workshop number 1. And as I was saying to Angela, Yasmin, I've created a word search. I know. The idea just came to me yesterday on Canva. Now, you can either watch this again, scroll back to find out what Canva is, but I'll tell you anyway. It's a graphics tool, and you can have it as an app, or you can go online on your laptop and put together. So those great images that I create, I use Canva. Well, I use a combination of things. I use Layout, which is another app where you can take an image and then you can multiply it and you can add different images. So all those montages, I use Layout. Then I drop them into Canva and I add the captions in there. So it's great. It's wonderful. So from Canva, I've created this word search. I know my clients are going to be very happy when they turn up to this workshop. I keep calling it a word shop, but it is, I suppose. It's words in our heads, out of our mouths. And they receive a word search. But you know what? They might enjoy it. It's funny. When I was in Nicaragua for a year, I taught children to read and write in Spanish. And that was one of the things that I did. I created word searches, crosswords. Now, bearing in mind, I didn't really have access to a printer to do this. I did it all by hand. So I create them, draw them, hand do them, and then go off to the printer. So I had access, but I didn't have access to a computer to get it to print, if you know what I mean. Or sometimes I could. Anyway, the fact of the matter is I created all of this. I created little workbooks by hand, all in Spanish, and they were very, very popular. I think I might have some upstairs somewhere if they've not kind of disintegrated after all these years. So I do love the little bit of creativity. And so going back to word searches, they were very, very popular. Yasmin, I'm wearing my onesie, my Yo Gangster onesie. More promotion. I know. I'm going to probably get a message from Instagram talking about promotions and things. I'll be one of those people. Oh, now, talking of promotions, Sarah Hadland is in Strictly Come Dancing. Now, I taught Sarah Inferno Hot Pilates during lockdown, and she's in Strictly, so I'm very, very excited about that. So I'll be cheering her on. And in fact, it's so funny, I was trying to look for a message from somebody else yesterday, and a message from Sarah came up saying, where's the link to your class? So I have proof that she was in the class. No recordings, but that's okay. So I'm waffling on and on and on. Now, Yasmin, you probably don't know, this is Latte with Lynda. And that's what I want to talk about. I'm just going to go away. I'll be back in 1 second. I want to show you something. So, the other day, there was a knock on the door. I thought, I'm not answering that. Oh, I wonder if I should answer that. Oh, okay, I'll answer. So I went to the door, and you know what? There was my beautiful neighbour. And they bought me this organic coffee from Colombia, where they've been, and all these sweets and things, absolutely gorgeous. So that's what I wanted to show you. So Latte with Lynda today, I don't know why I've got a spoon in it, because it's black coffee. It's black coffee, there's nothing else in it, just coffee. Latte with Lynda, episode number 8 maybe. So I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about having guests on this. I don't know how you do it, but I've seen people on other Instagram lives put people on. So we may have some guests with Latte with Lynda. How about that then? What else am I talking about? Yes, mindset. It's always about the mindset. So I'm still reading that book. The Dark Side of the Light Chasers by Debbie Ford, the late Debbie Ford. And it is all about the parts of you that you suppress, your shadow. And it's all about bringing that to the light. Eat everything you've got. Oh, double inferno. Oh my goodness, Yasmin. Well, you're going to love this thing I've got coming up. That's all I can say. So the book, Tag Team. Yes, The Dark Side of the Light Chasers is all about getting under the surface and bringing up everything that you are suppressing, and looking at ways to alchemize it, just like the program that I'm running. It's all about what's going on inside, getting it outside, because inside it's more of a monster than the reality, and looking at the benefits of that, and what you can do with those aspects of your personality. So I'm still on the book. Did I tell you about the bus journey? Because that is my favourite bit. One of the exercises is I think I did, but I'm going to tell you again because I love it. Imagine, and she talks about a yellow bus, and I quite like the idea of a yellow bus. Imagine a yellow bus coming along, but not the American style. Think about something a bit more cartoonish, and fun and round and kind of crazy. A yellow bus comes along and it's full of people, and you get on the bus, and the good news is these people are all different aspects of your personality, and you are going to choose or be chosen by one of them to meet them. So it's an aspect of your personality, and you've got to go for, in fact, what will happen is, because you kind of drop into your subconscious mind through breath work, and then you're sitting in a relaxed, almost meditative state, and then you will wait for the strongest character to approach you rather than you picking them, because they're going to stand out. And the interesting thing is that they're all shapes, sizes, races, creeds, colours, and I've decided to add a few animals. So I've got a hippopotamus on my bus, and you go on the bus, and one of them picks you, and you have a conversation to find out who they are. So you give them all names, like Hungry Hippo or Hungry Horace, who's a hippo. And then you have a conversation with them about, find out what they're about and why they are there, and what they have to offer for you. So that might be your personality. So what do they have to offer? And also you ask, or you think about, what is it that you want from me? So this is what you have, this conversation and you just let the conversation flow, and you ask them what they want from you. And it might be, because what you may find is that it's, in a sense, an inner child that just wants a hug, just wants to be part of whatever you're doing. So, for example, if you're suppressing something like, in the book, I think one of the things she uses is arrogance. She doesn't like arrogant people. She doesn't like arrogance, or maybe it's one of her clients. And what they realise is that arrogance has actually been a gift, because it has allowed them, for example, they've got a construction going, or they've got a project going, and it's allowed them to be quite knowledgeable, quite knowing, quite confident. And so they've been able to see how arrogance benefits them. And then the character is, say, arrogant Arabella. In the conversation with Arabella, she kind of says, well, what is it you want from me? And Arabella says, I just want to be acknowledged for the difference that I have actually made, the positive difference that I have made to your life, and I just want to be acknowledged and included. And so that's how you do it, and it's really, really interesting. It's great fun. I've not quite got there yet, but there's time. And this is the thing, the bus is packed to the rafters with people. Do buses have rafters? I don't even know what a rafter is, but you know the expression. It's packed, it's jam-packed with people. They are all parts of you, and you get the opportunity to explore them one by one. So after you've had that conversation, character gets back on the bus, you go off, and because you come off the bus, you find your meditation seat, or you find a nice seat, you sit down, have your conversation. So they go one way, you go your way, and then you can sit down and write whatever comes up for you after you've had that conversation. So all different ways of getting inside and bringing it out and actually relieving that stress that you might actually be feeling on yourself because you are suppressing parts of you often more, and it's all your creativity, because you're just suppressing all those bits of you that actually make you the person that you are and make you nice and creative, but you're suppressing them. Also, it may be that you are trying to fit in, trying to be what doesn't serve you and doesn't suit you, and that's another reason why you're going to feel stressed and anxious and angry and upset. All of these things. So this is what it's about. Now what's the other exercise I wanted to mention that I've mentioned before that is fun? Can't remember. So so that's it, ladies. Latte. I'm going to put some hot water in this because it's now cold again. Latte with Lynda, episode 8. That's it for now. So the boot camp that I'm running is only Mondays and Wednesdays, 5 a.m. So theoretically, I run the boot camp, then I literally go out for a run. I only haven't done that today because I'm working on the workshop, but don't tell the people that are coming. Coffee, cheers. Cheers. I hope it's a black one with nothing in it, nice and a nice fresh one. Mine's Colombian, and it's literally all the way from Colombia. How about that? How kind. So let me just show you again. I mean, this is one episode of adverts. I mean, I've done the Yo Gangster, then I talked about Canva, then it's like Colombian coffee. It is Juan Valdez. Actually, there's no in South America. It's Juan Valdez. All that about with the reading glasses. And here I am. Can you see me? Arms outreached. I've got some Dominican Republic coffee. Again, arms outreached because I can't see. But I have to say, coffee from Latin America and from the Caribbean is the best in the world. Now, Blue Mountain from Jamaica is fantastic. And the reason I like these coffees is because they're very, very smooth. The Italian stuff is so bitter. I have to dilute it about 12 times before I can get a nice coffee. I just don't see the point of having something bitter. But Latin American, Caribbean coffees are beautiful. Now, I did have one from Ethiopia recently. Got a lovely deli here. Oh, here I go again. More advertising. Anyway, I'm going to advertise them. They are called the Cinnamon Cafe, and it's run by siblings, and it is a beautiful, beautiful deli, and black family, local. I think they're local, and it's beautiful. It's really, really nice. If you're in the area, pop along and support it. And Yasmin, that's where they stock the honey, the honey man. Now, this is a black guy who produces honey. He's from Walthamstow, and they stock his honey. Thing is, you go in there to get the honey, and it's gone. It literally goes, and they'll say, "Oh, we'll have some in on such and such a day." And you get in there, and they say, "Oh, sorry, it's gone again." So they only stock a little bit, but it's great because it means you keep going back. And I get from there, I get organic turmeric, the yellow stuff, from there. For my other thing, which is iced green tea with lime, ginger, turmeric. And I used a little bit of green stevia leaf powder to sweeten it, so no sugar in it. And the green tea is from Turkey. It's organic. And I have a student who comes to class, and I happened to mention it one day, and she came in with some green tea from the family's land in Turkey. Now, unfortunately, so I have 2 students from Turkey, and they both have land, although their family lives there and has land with green tea plants or bushes. I don't even know how they come. Are there trees yet? Anyway, unfortunately, one of them, there was an earthquake in Turkey about 18 months ago, a couple of years ago. Was it last year? Anyway, yeah, about 18 months ago. And her land was absolutely devastated. And it was so sad because she lost, it wasn't the land that was the biggest loss, it was the family. And I think the only survivor I believe so, it's aunts and uncles, was her niece who was studying medicine and lost both her legs. And then they had an ordeal to get the niece to the UK. She had no one to look after her in the UK, in Turkey. So, but the British immigration system, they're coming over here to take our jobs. Well, I don't know whose job this poor woman's going to take. Anyway, she's over here now, being careful. And the sad thing is, so this woman had bought me green tea from the land. It was all organic. And I had the last batch before that earthquake. Now, I happened to mention this about how the batch of tea finished. And another student from Turkey heard, and she brought me in some from her land. And so this is what I've got now. Let me just show you it. I tell you, it's a show and tell today, ladies. Show and tell. Here we are. Don't know if you can see that. So that is organic green tea leaves from Turkey. And so they're dried. And what I do when I make my tea, I brew the tea. I don't strain it. I just blend everything. So the ginger, the turmeric, the tea, black pepper. When you've got turmeric, you've got to have black pepper. Everything is blended, all in one. And it's in fact, let me show you the tea. So just stay there. I really should have had all of these things out, shouldn't I, to start? So it doesn't actually look like tea. It's iced. It's in the fridge. So it's a nice, lovely drink. There's no sugar in it. But it's very good for you. And look at that. So that is green tea. So I will have some of that with my breakfast. Very nice. Off on a tangent. Hello. Standing Tall Org. Well done. And Katrina. Well done. Katrina, yes. Morning everybody. Oh, we're all in there now. I don't know whether it was the Canva, the Bootcamp, the Mindset Workshop, the book, or what else have I been... Oh, the Yo Gangster, maybe that was it. And what else? Oh, yes, the Cinnamon Cafe. Just throwing them all in there. This Latte with Lynda has been sponsored by a lot of people today. No sponsorship, actually. But I am promoting goodness and good people. And, let me just come back to the neighbour. So, honestly, the sweetest, kindest woman. She's Peruvian. He's Colombian, and they're all Spanish, if that makes sense. And it's really interesting because they have a son who has literally shot up. I thought he was still at school, and he's at university. He's in his second year at university, biomedical sciences or something, or biochemical, one of the other sciences. And then they've got little ones, so there's a gap. It's really sweet, really, really nice. So they asked me a favour. Oh goodness, and I didn't even think anything of it. I helped them fill out some documents, and then the next thing, she came with a gift. I'm not going to leave the camera. I could show you this beautiful jar and chocolates and then Christmas gifts. Really, really kind. I can't tell you, overwhelmed with gratitude. That reminds me. So in my Letter to My Selves Mindset podcast group, we're doing gratitude this week. 7 stages of gratitude. So gratitude for what you have was day 1. Day 2 was gratitude for who you are. Today, it's gratitude for your life's lessons. So what have you learned? And every day, the idea is, so this is all part of the mindset thing about getting into a state of gratitude is... what are you grateful for? And it can be really, really difficult to think of something. So breaking it down into these different types, then you can think, right, okay, can I think of one thing? One thing. And the idea is to eventually be able to think of lots of things. And it gets you into a state of gratitude because you're always thinking about the positive and how you can be grateful for everything that happens. And what you'll find is that you flip that switch in your mind. It's called the reticular activating system. And so, for example, you might, if you think about yellow cars, I don't know, a red car, for example, and suddenly you'll start to notice red cars. It's the same kind of thing. You flipping the switch in the mind to a state of gratitude and being thankful, and then you'll start to see things and be grateful for things, and things you'll start to notice, and then positive things and little miracles will start to come your way. So that is the idea. Right, off on a tangent. Look at the time. I only hopped on for 5 minutes. Angela's probably gone. School started. In fact, Angela will be in detention if she's still on this live. So, Soul Tribe, time for me to go. Wibbly wobbly all around the house. Has advertised everybody. Everybody who's good. I didn't mention healthy supplies today, but there's no. Oh yeah, so the green stevia leaf. I get that from Healthy Supplies. But yes, bye-bye. So Soul Tribe, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I get you, I've got you, I love you. Have a great day. Follow me on all the profiles, the platforms, everywhere. I'm over everything like a rash. So you can find me, follow me, all in the bio. Sending lots of love. Bye.